Zombie Piper asked us how we got our YouTube names. And I have a YouTube name, but also my email account has a fun name on it too. So, and I'm Sue Dunhill, Sue Dunhill Queen. And the way I got that name is really kind of cute in one way, but then another way, it's just like a fact. So, when I was a kid, my dad used to go over to Jackson's. What was his last name? I think it was Jack Jackson, honest to God. Anyway, he had a pipe shop. And we used to go over there all the time and stuff, and he had some Dunhills in his case. And I don't know, early on, I'm talking about when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I loved that white dot on those Dunhills. You know, anything that had that white dot, you know, immediately I was like drawn to it. So they started making a joke about that. Well, when I was 4, I got my first Dunhill, which is a whole different story. One of my Falcons, and in it I have some Sleepy Hollow. When I was 4 years old, I put my bubble pipe into my dad's tobacco, and my dad got upset about that, and so he said, if you're going to smoke a pipe, you're going to smoke it right. We went to the pipe shop. He bought me the Medico that I wanted and a package of Captain Jack that I carried around, that little Medico and that Blackjack pouch. And every time him and his friends were sitting around smoking a pipe, I would load up my pipe and sit around and pretend like I was smoking it too. But when he bought me that pipe, he also bought me a Dunhill. It's a nice little apple Dunhill size 2, and it's set up on a shelf. And every year my dad bought me a Dunhill, because every year I expressed more and more interest in the briar, in the tobaccos, and so he said, okay, you know, if you're going to collect, you're going to collect the good ones. In the old days, way before, you know, if you guys remember, some of you might, but most of you don't, there was a society called the White Spot Society. It's over in England, and it's the Dunhill Society. So from the time I was 4 years old, I was registered into the White Dot Society, and I'm still a card-carrying member now. I don't know if I carry a card as much as I just pay the due, but anyway, that's neither here or there. So anyway, because my friends knew that, my dad's friends knew about the Dunhills and stuff, they would hide the Dunhills in the other pipes, and then they'd say, okay, Sue, you know, where's the Dunhill? And so I would find it. Well, you know, the guy only had three Dunhills at a time in his shop. He just couldn't afford a lot of them, and they had the white dot, and so it was easy for a little kid to go find it. And way back then, they started calling me a Dunhill princess, just as a joke, you know. Oh, there's the little Dunhill princess. Well, actually, after you own so many Dunhills, you get a title also. And I have owned that many Dunhills. So that's how I got the Dunhill Queen name. How I got the Dunhill was just because all of my friends used to make jokes about the fact that I smoked Dunhills. And some of them, you know, made the joke so that it was, they almost made it like I was a pipe snob or something. But I really wasn't. I smoked any kind of pipe. But I did, I have to say, early on, because as a child, I wasn't buying my own pipes. My dad was buying my pipes, and he was buying me Dunhills. And then as I got older and was able to buy my own pipes, along with buying the pipes that I smoked on a daily basis or received as, like, my Stetsons that I got for buying a Stetson hat, you know, pipes that I bought all the time, I still tried to always buy myself at least one Dunhill a year. And if I didn't buy one, my dad did, so I kind of always knew what I was getting for Christmas. And so that's kind of how I got my name. It's because, and the Dunhill pipe tobaccos also. I love 965. And I know you guys have heard me say it before that 965 is the kitchen sink of Dunhill pipe tobaccos. And I really still believe that. It's still, though, mellow enough that I can smoke it on a daily basis. So I always smoke Dunhill 965, and I used to always smoke it out of a Dunhill pipe. And so that's how I got my nickname Sue Dunhill. And I carried that name for a long time. Well, when I came onto YouTube, I was a lurker for years. When I came onto YouTube, not realizing, I used my nickname, my Sue Dunhill nickname. And, some people kind of have, I've taken a little bit of flack for that, but there again, it's who you are, I was brought up with Dunhills, and so I'm a Sue Dunhill. That's how I got my name. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I'm watching you.